So I was watching Jason Whitlock yesterday, and the only reason I know about this guy is because of Jason Whitlock, and he's shown him a little bit. And this guy is Chud the Builder. He's a YouTuber, and he goes around basically goading black people into getting angry, and then says they're chimping out, and says the N word, and just antagonizes them. And then when they get mad, oh, they're chimping out. And I've seen a few videos from Jason. I've never seen his videos. And there's a guy called DJ Academics and others apparently that are promoting GoFundMe's for people to punch him or do worse to him. That you can make 100,000 plus if you go punch him in the face or just do a GoFundMe because the young man that stabbed the other one, he got like $1 million. The lady that was calling a little boy racist terms, she got like 600,000. And I know Jason's whole thing was about that GoFundMe. The rich are using that to push racial conflict, I guess. And I mean that's an easy way to funnel money to those people. That is an interesting look. But the DJ Academic said that punching him in the face will get Chud the Builder back. That's not how you do it. If you want him to go away, you completely ignore him, he'll get zero content, and then he goes away. That's how you do that. If you go punch him in the face, guess what's going to happen? He's going to get more popular. Then there's going to be more people doing it. And Jason also made a comment that if that they're trying to there's a war on free speech, and that if somebody hurts Chud the Builder, then they can be like, see, we need to police free speech. It's because we have to protect them people from themselves. Even though gambling, you can gamble anywhere, anytime, and it's no big deal. Why aren't you protecting people from themselves for that? Or alcohol, or cigarettes, or caffeine, or pot? No, no, we're not going to protect people from that. But from speaking their mind, we must protect. I, it doesn't make logical sense to me. None of this does. And then Shamika on Jason's show made a comment saying that the people that are slow or that were in the slow class need to have like a symbol on their account or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever they're using. They need to have a symbol to show they were in the slow class. And I was like, man, it's been a while since she's been out of school. Because it is no longer looked at as less than, you're more than. Because probably more than half have something. They have the test read to them. They have an IEP, a 504. They're in special classes. They're in co-taught classes. Like almost all the kids. It's insane. Because most of just the regular classes are what you would do 20, 30 years ago with the slower kids. Because when I was in the elementary school, they were doing these ones and tens and hundreds and thousands places and putting blocks everywhere for their math. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And I asked my mom, because she was a math teacher. She did elementary school. She taught elementary school math in middle school and high school. So I asked her, I'm like, Mom, what is this? I've never seen it before. And she's like, Kevin, that's what we did with the slower kids that couldn't get it. So that's what they're doing now. The slower classes are actually the regular classes now. And the slow classes are the very low ones in school. So virtually all the kids would have this symbol growing up because they all have something. And because they have an IEP 504 and co-taught classes stuff, well, that means if they do something wrong, the punishment's not as bad because they can't be responsible for their actions. They're too stupid. How could we make them responsible for their actions? They're just too dumb. And that's like there was a teacher that he was just so annoyed with all these kids with IEPs, and he's like, like that's like their get out of jail free card, where he's like, do they think that they're gonna go rob a bank? I have an IEP. I should just be able to IEP, and like that was the joke, because that's how the kids treat it. Like it's a get out of jail free card that you're slow, that you have issues. Eh, So Shamika, sorry, everyone's gonna have that symbol. And Jason made the comment about just banning social media. And Dre, one of the guys on there who is awesome, former basketball player, just good dude, intelligent, just awesome, well spoken. And he said that if it is banned, like before it's banned, there will be blood. There is going to be some kind of civil war or something before it's banned. And I absolutely agree with that. That something big is going to happen because there's too much money involved in social media. So it's never going to be banned like that. I personally would like it to have an off switch. That from certain times it's turned off. And then for young, like if you're below 18, 21, I'm going to say 21 because cigarettes and alcohol, you can't have pot, you can't have until you're 21. So why on earth would you give someone that's more addictive than any of that, which is social media, why would you allow them to have it before 21? But if you do allow it before 21, they should have big restrictions about it's just turned off. And they should just turn it off for everyone, at least for a little bit of each day. So no, you can just give everybody can have a break on their brain. And it's not, well, I have to put my phone in a box. I have to take my phone over there and put it in a safe so I don't touch it. That's what people have to do because they're so addicted to social media and their cell phones. So if we just have a button, shut it down, I know they can. Websites crash all the time because too many people used it. So they can't shut it down. I know they can. So you just shut it down for whatever hours throughout the day. So give people a break for their brain and then they can come back to it. I just no one ever talks about solving the problem of social media. They just talk about the symptom of it and like mental health. Like May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't understand why we have all these months to make us aware of stuff that we do nothing about. Go talk to someone, go talk to someone. Well, that's not going to help if you go back and keep doing the exact same thing you were doing. That's like going to talk to someone about alcohol or a drug or something, then you go right back to doing it. And then you go and talk to someone about it because it's hurting your life, and then you go back and do it. Like, nothing's really happening there. You're just giving money to a person to listen to you blather on. That's all you're doing. So, I just. That's very scary that if they're going to start doing GoFund, not scary, just uh, sad that that's where we're at. Where if somebody says words to someone, it doesn't matter what the words are. You can say whatever you want to me. It doesn't matter their words. I have to allow them to affect me. If you punch me in the face, it's a punch in the face. It hurts no matter what. If you say words to me, I have to allow those words to have meaning. That's why physical force is so much more powerful than words. Really, they are. And they're way more intimidating. That's why force is used as a police officer, military. They don't just go start making fun of Kim Jong Un. Hey, Mr. Fatty, where's your toilet? So people don't look at your poop to know what diseases you have or infection. Like, no, it's force. That is way more powerful. The pen is mightier than the sword. Whatever. You stand there with a pen. I'll stand there with a sword. Let's see how this goes. Yes, I get in theory the pen is more, but in reality, it's not. When you're standing face to face, You have a pen, you're writing something down, and I have a sword. It's just okay. Just as a society, we need to find God because that's what we're doing. We're pushing God out of the conversation, bringing the devil in, and the devil just wants to sow chaos because that allows him to thrive. And he is thriving right now. It appears that he's winning. He's already lost. God has foretold that. But if you're looking at the scoreboard, you're like, uh-oh, it's not looking good. I mean, how much worse was it when the flood happened and he wiped everyone off the face of the earth but no one in his family? Like, how much worse could it be than this? I I wish I could go like just give me a few minutes there and just see like, oh, we are really close, or whoa, I didn't realize how bad a society could get. Wow. So, I guess we shall see. God will turn us around. He will shake us and wake us up. He always does.